Hey guys, we see that Google just reported Q4 earnings and they smashed it, but the stock is down. So let's try to figure it out why it's down and if it's still a buy. Because I am an owner of Google shares, but it's not huge position. I definitely want a bigger chunk of it. But the thing is, we need to figure out if it's still worth it. As you know, I'm still a new YouTuber in financial area, and it will help me tremendously if you will hit the like, write the comment, and just subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. So let's try to take a look into financials and see why after the great earnings Google is still falling. So as we see quarterly, the growth is over 18%. For the multi-trillion company, it's ridiculously difficult to grow this way. Some new growth companies cannot get this growth. So this is really great comparing to the multiple companies. But if we will take a look into the net income, where is our net income? Here. We see that the growth is about 30%, what is even better. And to be honest, the earnings were A+. The only thing I didn't like, and probably analytics didn't like as well, expenses. If you take a look, expenses were like 59, 65, 67, and now it is almost 10 billion more. This is really affecting the free cash flow, and multiple investors are evaluating company based on free cash flow. And that's probably the reason why it is selling so much. But I wouldn't be so careful with that because all the Magnificent Seven who are related to AI somehow are increasing their Capex expenses. So I don't like that, but I don't think this is a high risk because all of the companies are betting on the AI and they're expecting to get revenues from it. What I also don't like about Google this quarter is that they started to dilute shareholders. It's not like a critical thing, but as you see, they were buying back stocks all the time. And here we see a slight increase. I hope it's only one-time thing, and I hope they will not continue to dilute shareholders. But it's a small thing which can decide if I will be buying more Google stocks. If we will dive into the balance sheet, we see that the total assets are much higher than the total liabilities. That tells that Google is maximum stable company. But what I don't like that the liabilities started to grow a little bit faster than the assets. And this is the same reason, investing into AI, investing into the company. And if we will pay attention to the free cash flow, we see that the free cash flow was growing last quarter, but it reduced this quarter. It would be higher if not increasing the investment into the AI as well. Still, they have huge amount of money, but I would love to see it growing all the time. If we'll take annually, we see that they are growing, but probably this year is almost still, they're not moving anywhere. Small improvement, only 0.69%. So let's dive into valuations now. And as you see, PE for the Google is 29.9, and it's really median for Google. It's between 27 and 29 usually. We had some year where they were above 50, but it was ridiculously expensive. Forward is 24.4. This is really great. We see that it is growing very well as well. So it should be lower. And what I don't like really is price to free cash flow. It is becoming really expensive from this part of view. And I'm considering now, should I buy it or not? So in my opinion, it's becoming more hold than buy. But we see the drop down now, and if it will go lower, I will definitely be accumulating position more. As we see, the EPS this year was 557, and we see that the growth is really higher than 557, and EPS next year is 16. We see that analytics are very positive for the Google, and I agree with them. It can be 16 and 18 as well. Basically, for me, it is between 15 and 18, something like that. EPS next 5 years, we see that it's 12. It's still great, and as you understand, the more company grow, it is more difficult to grow faster. So 12 is really, I would say, moderate, and it can be a little bit higher or a little bit lower, but I believe 12 is really okay. As always, let's take a look into the gross margin. It's 59. It's a software company. It's usually very high, and Google is not the best in that area, yeah. But still, 60 is great number, and the profit margin is 32. So I really like that, and it's really great numbers. So I don't know what to complain here, yeah. So basically, we see that the numbers of Google are really great, except the price to free cash flow. And as mentioned before, I don't like the dilution as well. I hope it is only one-time thing. As we see, the numbers for Google are great. The only thing is price to free cash flow. It's really expensive. It's becoming ridiculously expensive, in my opinion. And we don't know when we will see like the investments return from the AI yet. Yeah, so we need to be a little bit careful here. And also dilution of shareholding. It's not mentioned here, but we have seen it in the balance sheet. I hope it's only one-time thing, definitely, yeah. Because if they will start to dilute everyone, I believe that investors starts to run from the Google. And if we will take a look into what analysts are saying, what are their targets, we see that there are no huge potential here. They definitely have where to grow, but they also can be the same place. And the low is 185. So I understand the conservative analysts here. Google is growing very fast, but how long they will manage to do that? So the risk is really high already. So I'm not sure, like, if I want to buy it or not, as I mentioned already. So I have Google in my portfolio. It's over 50% growth already. And to cost average now when they're on the highs, it's a little bit risky in my opinion. And if we will take a look in the trend of recommendation, it's basically do not change. It's always almost the same. Maybe one hold less, yeah, but overall buy and strong buy is dominating. But if we will remember just 1 year ago, everyone hated Google. And when it was ridiculously cheap, nobody was buying it. But I was telling that it is the company you need to have. Everyone was thinking that AI will kill Google, and we see now that Google started to dominate in AI as well. Yeah, so kind of tricky thing, but we'll think about that yet, and I will tell my outcome in the end. And if we will take a look into the CF calculator with my numbers, we see that the company is overvalued. It still need to drop 35%. And maybe we'll never see it as well. Yeah, I will definitely be buying it in 250 maybe, yeah, as well. 100% I will be accumulating the position more. But in current price, it's a bit too expensive. Definitely it will give you return, yeah, in next 5 years. The thing is how much returns you will get, yeah. So after all analysis, we see that Google is a strong hold for me. So after all analysis numbers, we see that earnings were great, but the Capex expenses are so huge that just investors are afraid of that. And in my opinion, if the company will drop in the middle 250s, I will be buying it much more, but for now it is hold for me. So if you like the video, just hit like button, subscribe, leave comment, and yeah, remember, just keep growing, guys.